Hello, Team Offutt. I'm Gavin Marks, Commander of the 55th Wing.
And I'm Chief Master Sergeant Brian Thomas, the 55th Wing Command Chief.
We put together this short video to give you an update on what Team Offutt is doing to minimize COVID-19 spread on Offutt Air Force Base and within our local community. Please understand that as each day progresses, we learn more. And as the situation changes, the protocols and policies enacted will change to hopefully outpace this virus.
First off, we understand many of you have concerns and many are worried. It's completely normal and reasonable to feel some anxiety as we work our way through this.
Along with installation leadership responsibilities, we are also fathers, husbands, and sons, and so we understand. We ask that everyone remain calm, remain flexible, and stay informed.
This past week, we established a Public Health Emergency Management Working Group, which is comprised of experts from our medical group, emergency management, finance, and contracting, as well as representatives from all over the major units here on base.
This group is working closely with federal, state, and local health officials to ensure our efforts are well coordinated and thorough. This group of experts will continue to meet for the duration of the pandemic and will brief me periodically on changes in policy or changes in the status of COVID-19 on Offutt Air Force Base and our local community.
We are following risk-based measures consistent with guidance from the Department of Defense and the Center for Disease Control, such as travel restrictions and encouraging personnel to follow force health protection guidelines. One such measure that we are going to implement is that we will close the Fieldhouse fitness facility this week and will suspend all fitness testing until further notice.
We are carefully scrutinizing, curtailing, or canceling all mass gatherings on base to the maximum extent possible. In addition, we are following the Department of Defense's new travel restrictions that restrict travel for all service members, civilians, and in some cases, their families, now through May 11th.
These new restrictions from the Department of Defense have halted all government-funded travel, including PCSs and TDYs, and have paused all non-local civilian hirings at DoD installations. Additionally, military members will only be authorized local leave. For family members, you're not restricted from taking leave. However, we highly encourage all families to have a conversation of if it's worth the risk. In the end, we trust you and your families.
We understand these new travel policies and their implementation may create financial hardships for some. We are looking into how best to work through those issues and empathize with those who may have been affected by a recall from leave.
Another change this week was to our health protection condition, also called an HPCon, which was raised to Bravo. That means there is a heightened exposure risk to our personnel, and this change is consistent with what other installations around the United States are at right now in response to the pandemic.
We have tested personnel who showed symptoms of the virus, and so far, there have not been any confirmed cases. While that is great news,
we need your help reminding everyone to avoid close contact with people who are sick, cover your cough and your sneezes, and remember to wash your hands thoroughly and very often.
Also, please avoid touching your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces often.
And most importantly, if you or a member of your family are exhibiting the following signs: a fever greater than 100.4 degrees, a dry cough, and are having any difficulty breathing, please stay home and call a medical professional so they can screen you over the phone and give you further instructions.
Soon, we may be faced with more difficult decisions regarding gate entry procedures, for example, or office and facility closures. Please know that everything we're doing is to prevent the spread of this virus.
We understand the decisions we have to make impact all members here at Team Offutt, and we are certainly sympathetic. But these are unprecedented times, and we are all in this together. We continue to ask for your patience and support as we move ahead.
We have great mission partners on Offutt Air Force Base that have no-fail worldwide missions, and we want you to know that we are focused on balancing those missions with the safety of our personnel.
Our goal is to attack the spread of COVID-19 aggressively in order to protect all men and women here at Team Offutt and Offutt Air Force Base.
And to prevent the spread across our installation and community in order to preserve mission capability and operational flexibility for our nation.
Please continue to monitor Offutt's official Facebook page for updates, as it is our goal to keep you informed of the most current information. If you have specific questions, please contact your commander, your senior enlisted leader, your supervisor, or message us directly via email or Facebook.
In addition, The Chief and I are planning a virtual town hall focused on COVID-19 and Offutt Air Force Base later this week, where we will take questions about how this outbreak will change some of our day-to-day on-base routines.
As always, thank you for what you do in service to our nation.
Warhawks continue to lead the fight. World class is our standard.